Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Thursday, July the 11th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you might have, you can use this email address. This is a link to get into the free room. It is free for everybody. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. I open the room every morning at 9 o'clock Eastern. That's when I start to share my screen. And I get live on the mic at 9:05. And I go up to 3:30. Forget it. Sorry. And I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. I'm just closing down one other thing. Okay. In the email you're getting, you'll see a promo code for 15% off either the first month or the entire year of a Trade Ideas subscription. All right. Well, we had one excellent alert from Holly today. And I want to just go over this a little bit. First of all, you know, this is what I do. Now, again, if you're watching this, you're going to say, well, how do I have all the three Hollies in the one window? I think it's pretty soon that you'll have that capability, okay? It's still a little bit buggy, and that's why it hasn't been released. We're not trying to hide it or anything like that. But, you know, this is how I like to do it. I like to have all three Hollies in the one window as opposed to the three separate ones. I sort on the risk on profit percent so I can see the ones that are, you know, active for the day, the best ones for the day. So now you might say, well, big deal. You know, you're just going to pick the best one. How do you know they're the best ones for the day? Well, I didn't. You know, look at PUYI. This, and here is where the alert was. Let me just click on it. Here's where the alert was. See that bar right there, that arrow right there? There was the alert at 7:21. Popped up, 7:36. It came back down. And it really didn't do too much for 45 minutes. But I was watching this because the rest of the Hollies weren't, they were up minor. I think this was up about 2% at the time. So I kept watching it and watching it and watching it. And when it started to make this move, I hopped on it. I got into this at 7. This is a 15-minute candle. I got in it at 7:34. I should back up. Why I was really interested in, of course, is look at the weekly chart on it. So this is a stock that's been beaten up. I think this might have been an IPO back here. All right. Did nothing. Then it had a great run. I mean, a great run from 628 all the way up to 15 almost. Okay. And then this week, and it high in that week of that, and then it just sold off last week, and it was a continuation sell-off. But I love this. I mean, this is what I live for. I love to see these big potential void fills on top. And so that's why I was very, very interested in that one. That's why I was really watching it. I mean, had it not had this, I may not have paid that much attention to it, to be honest. The other thing is, it's a low float, 6.8 million in the float. And as you know, it is named Float On. This particular strategy specializes in looking at low float situations. So everything was kind of lining up for me to keep watching this. So when it made this move, I hopped on it. And man, did I ever get rewarded. I did sell some at I think it was 770 or 771. I sold some right here at 8. It did pop all the way up to 820. And I think as it came down, I sold some at 8. I still have a little bit left, just in case it has another move to start to, you know, fill in that big, I'll get on the daily chart, that big void. I mean, that's just a great daily and a weekly chart that it could start to attack. Now, this could have a second day continuation. With that in mind, I want to show you something. How am I going to do that? I'm going to only be able to show you. You have to take my word for this. Unfortunately, it's behind on the presentation I'm doing. It's behind here, and so I can't quite show you the alert window that I created. It's not a big deal. But yesterday, Holly had CTL as an alert. It was one of the Holly did not have a great day yesterday, but it was one of the ones that was up. So what I did was, in fact, I wonder, see, yeah, this doesn't work yet. The history doesn't work yet. Yeah, you see, it doesn't work yet. Well, I don't think it's going to work. Maybe. Oh, it is working. Okay. CCTL was up, no great shakes. It was up 0.85%. But what I did was I took the ones that were at least up and in the price range that I like to trade. I don't like to trade the ones, the Hollies over, to be honest, over 20. You know, maybe I'll go 25. So I disregarded these. I looked at CTL, and that was, I think, maybe it was SRRK was just up a little bit. RCM was just up a little bit. And this one was, no, that's $140 stock. So the bottom line is I took the three that were in my price range, and let me get back the history here, real time. I took the three that were in my price range and I put them into a symbol list. And in the symbol list, I said, okay, if the stock is above yesterday's high and it has at least 50,000 shares in volume, I want to know about it when it makes a new high. So that's exactly what happened. The actual alert happened. Well, you can see right there. You can see there's the high of yesterday was it's 11.99 or 11.98. 11.99. I got the alert right at 11.99, and so I took the trade. This is sort of a, I'm testing this, and so I took the trade actually right here, and I sold some here, and I sold out right in this area too. What we're trying to establish here, like a lot of the Holly alerts can be sustained for several days. I mean, look at Overstock. I mean, it's finally had a down day. But, Overstock was an alert, I think, 3 days ago from Holly, and it had 3 successive days in a row up. Now, choppy, really choppy, especially that day, the day before. But nonetheless, what we're actually trying to do in the future with Holly is to maybe, like, here are the Holly alerts, and maybe have some kind of a running ticker down here saying, hey, this was a Holly alert yesterday, and it's above the, it's above the entry of yesterday. Something like that, so that you can keep track of it. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm just going to take, I'm going to be a little more proactive and just take the Holly alerts that are up for the day, at least positive. I don't care if it's even like 0.1%, because maybe they'll have a better move the following day. So I don't know if that makes sense. No, it should make sense. You can see exactly that there was the high right there. So once it took out that high, I got the alert, and a modest move, and nothing fantastic. The other thing I looked at was, of course, the daily chart. What sort of potential could it have? A little, probably run into a little area here, and this would have been I'll call it the ideal area that it could maybe get to. I'm actually going to keep this one maybe even tomorrow, depending how it closes, to see if because it's just had a little modest move today, but maybe if it can take that out, it might, might start to get up to that area. If that had a 30-cent move from here to there, that's a great move on a $12 stock, percentage-wise. So anyway, that is what I did, and I will continue to do that. I'll let you know how it works. But if you have Holly, you can do exactly the same thing. You don't have to follow me exactly, but take the ones that are up at the end of the day. Just take on the risk on profit percent. Take the ones that are up at the end of the day. You can pick the price range you want. If you want them all, fine. And maybe just say, and then in your alert window, just put the position in yesterday's range and put the minimum at 100, so that so that the stock is above yesterday's high. That's what I like to see anyway, above yesterday's high, and then maybe it just continues from there. So and hopefully that makes sense to you. All right, everybody, I want to get back into the room and bring back the control. There we go. Excuse me. So if you have any questions for me, and you can ask me to give you that my alert window, because it has my symbol list in it. All right, and symbol lists are unique to everybody's account, so you have to create your own symbol list and just attach it to an alert window. My filters on my alert window, I'm minimum volume of 50,000 shares, and the big one is the position in yesterday's range. And I put minimum of 100, so I know it's above yesterday's high. Okay, and then tell me when a new high is made. So if you want to get into our trading room, there is the link for it. It's 100% free, and I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern. Hope to see you in the room tomorrow. Bye-bye.